Well, firstly, thank you very much indeed for your support this evening, for coming along. It's fantastic to see so many people here, Kurdish and Brits, parliamentarians from all parties, and other friends of the Kurdistan region of Iraq at this reception organised by the KRG with the APPG, strong partners since the liberation of Iraq. I'm honoured to be chairman of this APPG, and I've seen for myself over several years what stands head and shoulders, the region stands head and shoulders above most of the Middle East, and this is a very important part in upholding religious freedom, showing a defiant determination to eliminate extremism and building an open and free pluralistic society. Many leaders of the Kurdistan region spent time in exile here. Many Kurds speak English, their second language, have English passports, and English is the first in several key universities in Kurdistan. Their esteem and affection for the UK has been clearly visible in my time there over several years. They are very keen to expand the bilateral relationship with the UK and encourage British companies and institutions such as universities, banks, businesses to set up shop in Kurdistan. The APPG is determined to find ways to reduce the obstacles to this, especially easing the terms of the Foreign Office travel advice, encouraging and working with partners to try and establish direct flights from the UK, sending an official trade mission, which is very important. It's actually the next task to try and talk to ministers here and see if we can speed that up and make that happen soon, and welcoming the KRG political leadership on an official visit to meet our leaders and our new Prime Minister in a few weeks as soon as possible. Now, I've come to know the tragic but heroic history of the Kurds, the discrimination and genocide you have suffered, and I'm now very pleased that after 5 miserable years, they are now building what I hope is a stable and fair relationship with Baghdad, which the APPG visited for the first time a year ago, as well as with the UK. Now, I know after the referendum you suffered some terrible events, an overreaction from Baghdad, and my last visit over a year ago, there was a great sense of disappointment and disillusionment around after the referendum. But only a few weeks ago, literally a couple of weeks ago, when we took the APPG there for another delegation, what was most pleasing of all was the great sense of a renewed hope and optimism for the future. The Kurds still have a way to go in reforming your society, but they want to do so in cooperation with us. The first all-party group of the Kurdistan region Parliament will be on the UK, and we visited the Parliament a few weeks ago and spoke to several of its members. We're all honoured by this, and a strong KRG is so important in the Middle East and to the UK and our allies around the world. Thank you very much.